Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
good to see
hello.
everybody. Welcome, everybody. Good to see y'all. I'm going to start adding names to the spin wheel. Stay on to the end. Thank y'all for hopping on. We got you never know. I've been in a gracious mood lately. My team knows. I'm like, hey, you might not want to miss another team call, not just because you could win something, but because you got to stay close to the fire anyway. Like that's the real prize. Can I get amen in the comments? Like that's the real prize is getting nuggets and tips and all that.
Amen.
Let's see,
Hey, I
Brittany
did clear out
Baker.
my recording too, so whenever you're ready me to hit that, let me know. So after the small talk or whatever, I do have that cleared out.
Okay.
Shelly, is this your team meeting, like for your whole team, or is this just like
Yeah.
one leg of your group?
No, it's the whole team, but it's it's the rock stars that show up of the team.
Okay.
we got a big old team, but about 20 of y'all that show up. So I love y'all for it.
Thanks.
Good to see you, Vaughn. Vaughn is on.
What you doing, Tiffany? Looks like you're in your car.
I am. Sally's living her best life at Hoedown, doing some Copperhead Road. So.
Oh my gosh, I love the Copperhead Road song. Yes.
All right.
No, that was
Cool.
bad. I don't know.
We're still getting people added. Let's see. Joined 18. Yay. I'll do this here in a minute. Okay. It's 8:01. We can be respectful of your time, Shelly, if you want
Recording
to
in
hit.
progress.
Awesome. Did you want to kick it off, Shelly, or would you like me to?
Yeah, no, go ahead, girlfriend. I'm excited to hear you and Tiffany share.
Yeah, so welcome everybody. So happy Sunday and period close. So we can just go ahead and take Halloween off of the calendar because we know that's going to kind of probably be considered like a holiday. So I would, in your mind, really try to close out strong by the 30th. Drop into the chat. What are your circle sales? You should know your circle sales today. You should be tracking those every single day, right? And just a little tip, y'all. I love that we have our subscribe and save like upcoming snapshot, but I want to encourage you not to rely on that fully, okay? I want to encourage you in that regard because just seeing that number, like just imagine if it didn't exist, how much harder you would push for your goals. And Tiffany's going to talk about that. Oh, yay. Jenny's got 2,300 in circle sales. Congrats on being a premier affiliate, Jenny. Ooh, Katie is also a premier. Good job. Good job, Jim. Yay. And like these are the people that show up every week. I think there's something to be said for that. Congratulations, y'all. Good job. Yay. So super important to not only, make sure you're hitting your mark, but then also look at your team. If you are recruiting, if you have a team, even if it's just one person, just making sure they know. I think one of the biggest mistakes we can make as leaders is making assumptions. Making assumptions that our team knows, making assumptions that our team saw the chat, and even I'll go as far as to say making assumptions that we're bothering people. I shared in my team chat yesterday that I got a recruiting message by a friend of mine wanting me to take a look at this other business, and I will tell y'all, I was not annoyed or upset by that. It's actually a compliment. Okay, so don't make assumptions. Everybody put no assumptions in the comments, no assumptions. We're not going to assume that all the subscriptions are going to run. We're not going to assume our team members know where they're at and know what to do. We're not going to assume. Yeah, seek clarity. We're not going to assume. So important to seek clarity. I love that Carrie said that. Seek clarity. So important to seek clarity. Right? And I'll tell you, I've been doing this a long time, and even to this day, Shelly never assumes that I know what the heck's going on. She doesn't. She always checks in. It never hurts to make sure that you're sure that you're sure. Yes? No assumptions. So, but I don't have a whole lot to say. That was really kind of, oh, Amy. Yes, they are, Amy. They are. you know what? Whether you have your personal purchases or whether you have one customer, that's a really, really big deal. I'm not sure what your circles. Okay, 107, is that your personal order or is that a customer order? It's not your order. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying? It's not your order? It's a customer. Can everybody give Amy a shout out in the chat? She has a customer. That's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. I love that Laura's nodding her head. That is a huge deal because that you never know what could come from just having one happy customer. Not only that, but just that one customer. That customer is not just saying, "Hey, I have health and wellness goals." That customer is saying, I trust you and what you've got going on enough to give you my money and buy this product. That's a big deal. It's a really, really, really big deal, right? And not only that, but I mean, every giant forest starts with this one seed, right? So I want you to be encouraged in that, Amy. Never despise small beginnings. Business, I was telling Tiffani this earlier, business is going to be, it's like a roller coaster. It's never straight up. Okay. But what's important is that y'all are here. Y'all are here, right? And you're going to keep going. You're going to keep going. I'm going to keep going in the chat. So we're going to have Tiffani share. So Tiffani did some amazing things last pay period. And if I remember correctly, there was a point in the period where she said, I don't think I'm going to hit this. I was like, girl, you can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. It's better to set a high goal and fall short than set a mediocre goal and hit it. Right? Am I right? So, Tiffani, it was the last few days of the pay period, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember because I was chasing her. We were like neck and neck in circle sales, and I was ahead. Next thing you know, I checked the reports, and I'm like, whoa! Like she just went way up there, and she increased her circle sales by like $3,000 in like a matter of a couple of days. It was insane, but not surprising to me at all. So I want y'all to make sure you grab your notebooks, make sure you have your cameras on, take some notes, because she is going to give you guys some tips and wisdom on how she was able to achieve that. Go ahead, Tiff.
Okay, well, one, I'll tell you, if you're serious in your business, you have to get to the next event. That's number one. Because when I started, the next event was coming. I started building before that, but I'll tell you, that's where I got belief because I was like, oh, these people are just like me. They started somewhere. So definitely that small beginning, like I just was like, okay, I see it. And then another thing was I started just posting every day, scared. I think I sent Jana 3 weeks of videos. She probably was sick of watching my videos that I messaged her. And I was like, can I post this? Can I post this? And then she just goes, post it, post something. So I just posted something. And then I challenge myself that every day, or like sometimes I might take one day off. Like I didn't do anything today, but like 6 out of the 7 days of the week, I am posting something about my life and what's going on. And if you haven't looked at the social media training, there's the PERP method. And I would recommend going into Make Affiliates Guides and learning how to post. And what's something that I just heard Heather McGuffey say, she said videos are the way for connection. If you're not making videos, you're not connecting with your customers and affiliates. And if you, people who are the most excited show up and the most consistent show up, and then that's how you get things happening. So, and what happened in the end of the pay period last month is someone said, it was actually one of her my friends, and she said, I want you to join as an affiliate with Tiffani. I've been watching her stuff and we're going to join her team. And I didn't even know this person, but she knew me. And then my friend was like, okay. So that was like 2 affiliates at once because they said, okay, let's go. So that was pretty crazy. 2 is like, I always follow up. I will, go through my reports. Like I've been doing like printing out my Excel sheets, I get a highlighter and I'm just making sure I'm contacting the people, knowing where I left off with them. Sometimes it's, hey, did you want that muscle metabolic? Hey, did you want, did you want to look at the affiliate opportunity? The biggest thing I learned in the beginning was Jana told me, or do you want to be a customer or an affiliate? So I always ask that question, because if they want to have an affiliate, account, then they go, oh, what is that? And I always say there's no fee, because that is unique to us. And I love that, because I'm not like, hey, you got to buy this whole big kit. How many people bought like $1,000 kit before? I have, and I didn't even use it all. Let's see. I always offer that affiliate opportunity. The end of the month, I offer a cashback sometimes. If you can do that, you don't have to do that. I get creative. Maybe I'm like, hey, I'm going to make a little hydrated and calm pack that I might mail them or send them. Some kind of incentive, because I'm like, hey, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Let's get a sale kind of thing. And I want to just kind of put that over. Let's see. And then kind of have like my why of what I'm doing it for. I want to make sure that I'm like, okay, what are my goals? What's my next goal? And then I kind of have like big, hairy, audacious goals at the beginning, because I'm like, and then I do check in with my mentor. Like I do go, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work. And then Jana talks me off a ledge. And then I'm like, okay, this could work. So I kind of get a plan. So I would say, please talk to your mentor. If you're not talking to your mentor, you're missing out. And I'm like a squeaky wheel, I think, with Jana. And I'm like, hey, what about this? What about this? And she'll, there's no like stupid question. She never makes me feel stupid asking questions. So I love that. So yeah, so I think that's what it is. I'm always trying to communicate, and then doing these new reach outs, getting on the Make Collective, which is new, digging into that. This month started going into the leadership training there, because there's people that have started from nothing, and they're on there because they are really building something big. So anyway, Jana, do you think I covered everything?
Yeah, I think that was really good. And there's a couple of things that you said that struck out to me, is knowing your why, like knowing why you're doing this and what you're going for and what you're pushing for. That is so important. And then you also talked about learning and educating yourself. So that's one thing that I want you guys to set aside time for. I know we have the book of the month, and we've got our amazing trainings and things that Ashton's team does. We have a lot in place, but really, what is it that you need to improve upon? What is a skill that you need to improve? Maybe it is your videos. Maybe you need to improve your video content. Maybe you need to improve your conversations with people, right? Just using just building a rapport. Maybe you need to get better at slowing down in your conversations with people. I was having a little chat with an affiliate earlier, and reminding her, like, yes, we have the word choices in boards, lead to a phone call, we have all through message, but don't stay so stuck on those that you lose the personal connection and the rapport and really relate to that person and dig deep. So personally, that's something I'm working on, is just not rushing to get to my end goal, right? Like just trying to force the conversation to get to, oh, let me get to the video, let me get to them being an affiliate. It's like, no, slow down, build that relationship, really dig into why the person said yes, just like Tiffani's talking about her why. I'll never forget, me, Tiffani, her husband, and Shelly got on a Zoom. What did we talk about? What did we talk about, Tiffani? Do you remember that? What did we talk about?
The why. I mean, I was like, I really wanted to make sure I was offering something for our family, and this could, take his foot off the gas, where he didn't feel like he was, working so hard and not having anything else. So, I mean, that's what it was like. And there was impact. We wanted to bring impact, and this is such a great vehicle for that. And, that's what's I'm in the back of my mind when I'm contacting people. I'm thinking, you know, I have a goal, and I also can bring people along with me to make that impact. So
Yeah. Absolutely. We had a vision party, right? Like we didn't even talk about peptides. By the
I
end of the
think we
call,
talked about
Shelly,
Italy, right? Italy's in there.
yeah, Shelly was crying, Tiffany was crying. I think I was close to crying. I mean, it was just, not to say that you need to have a cry out session with people in Messenger, but I think it's so important to slow down when you're in conversations with people and get on a video call if you can. You can't mess that up. And I'll say for one, I've been guilty of rushing conversations. I just want to get them to watch the video. It's like, no, slow down and really get to the heart of what their problem is, that this opportunity, the relationship that you bring, and the company that we're a part of, and how that can really add value to their life. So I love that you talked about just the why, because I think we miss that. Oftentimes it's just, hey, do you want to be an affiliate or a customer?
Yeah.
I want to be an affiliate. Okay, great. Here's my link.
Yeah.
Guilty. Hey, friends, been there, done that. I'm not saying,
Yeah.
but I love that you have learned. Like, I've watched Tiffany, like, she's just been really great about like building those relationships and being consistent. And there's a reason why that person said that you didn't even know, right? There's a reason why two strangers joined your team out of nowhere. You also talked about getting to the next event. So important to do that. And then what I would love to do is like, open up the call to see if anybody has questions for Tiffany. Maybe perhaps you want to know, how does she track? How does she keep up? How does she manage? Because I remind y'all, she's got 5 kids. And I don't know if you watched her story the other night, but she was 4 kids.
Well, Aaron's a
Why do
kid
I
too.
think 5? Where did I get 5 from? I don't know.
Okay.
She's got a lot
Yeah.
of people in her
A lot
house,
of people in
okay?
the house. Yeah.
She got a lot of people in her house. But she was up till like 2 a.m. painting for Mad Hatter jeans and like Alice in Wonderland. And so she does all this stuff for her kids. Like, this isn't she's just sitting around doing this all day. Like, she's managed to build this alongside. So I want y'all to ask her questions. Anybody have any questions for Tiffany?
I'll jump in and ask. Oh, I was just gonna say, Tiffany, I watch you. You do. You're on video every single day, and I think about wanting to do it, but I don't usually feel like I have something meaningful to talk about every day. So sometimes, and I'll go on chat. I get ideas from chat, but some days I'm like, nope, I don't think I have enough to say.
Okay. I don't feel like I have anything to say any day. I don't like, I mean, like the other day I was doing makeup. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this whole like put my makeup on and show the after. Cause I mean, that's different. I'm like, here's me, authentically me. I think my biggest thing is before I go on, I'm always like, how can I be my most authentic self? Because there's only one you. God made only one you. Like there's a reason you're here on this earth. And I always think about how hard it is to like become a baby in your mother's womb, and you're like, that is a miracle. So God allows you to be here for this time, so for such a time as this. And so I'm like, you have something to say. God has equipped you to do that. I my daughter's back.
I did a live the other day, but I literally sat in my car for like 20 minutes before I pushed that button. But I did it. But it took
Well,
me a
look,
while to do
and
it.
I know you're in a place of authority and leadership to the next generation. What grade do you teach?
5th.
Oh my gosh. I have a 4th grader in the car right now, and she is like gonna take over the world. So I'm like, that's a story. Like what are you doing every day? I'm not in a room full of 5th graders every day. I have one in my house, but you are imparting like what you've learned in your life, and you get to impact that. I mean, you have impact. You have a voice, and I think and I kind of found that was one of the reasons why I really loved what we were doing. And I saw Jana do that. And I was like, Jana is authentic and she uses her voice to help people. And it may just be that people need to know that they can get through the day. You know what I mean? Like life is hard. And it's hard when the prices go up, right? And everyone's like, So, man, I'm just like, no, everyone on this call has a platform. Everyone has a voice because there's only one you. And I just think you just lean into that and go, God, what do you need me to say? And I don't know if that's my faith. I love God. Me and God are, he's telling me to use my voice and I'm doing it scared. I'm doing it so scared every day. So if you see me and I'm like, I didn't really want to make a video today. It's true. And that's just the truth because I don't think a lot of people want to make videos either. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm being a mid 40s influencer.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty much it.
I'm like, what do I have to say? So no, I think everyone else feels that way. But if you do it and you're consistent and you're excited, they will see that and they will. I mean, it's not what everybody does. So you're already like putting yourself out there as exclusive.
Well, and I will like I'm just now like, oh, my light bulb just went off, didn't go out. My light bulb just went off. But after I did that live, I did have somebody reach out. She was like,
Yeah.
you just seem so excited and so happy. So I don't know why I'm not taking that as a sign that that was a good move.
It is a great move. I love it. I want to hear more.
Well, Katie, I joined because of your videos,
Oh boy.
No, I saw the excitement and the joy in you and the you just radiated and I was like, I want to feel like that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great, Katie. I love watching your stuff.
But Tiffani, I have a question.
Yes.
What did they say exactly what it was, the two girls that joined, like what connected them to you at that moment? What was that? Did they mention? 'Cause
They've
I
been
have
following me. Oh, go ahead.
I have like 10 people reaching out to me right now, but no one's following through. And I feel like I'm doing all the right things. And, Shelly's helped me a lot and Katie always helps me and Devin.
Well-
And now I've reached out to Jana tonight for something. And I appreciate this community. It's fantastic. But I'm
It
just
is.
wondering what it is. What do you think it was that you put out there that just really drew them to be like, I want this?
I think it's the consistency. 100%. I think that and being authentic. I think that's what it was. And because this one girl that joined, her friend was already a customer of mine.
Okay.
And so she's been watching me. And I actually went to a gala a few weeks ago. Everybody in that room knew I was selling peptides. Everybody. And then I think I had trimmed up and they were like, woo, those peptides are working. And I was like, walking through going, all right, this stuff works, But it was funny because I was like, okay, I'm your peptide hype girl on one side, but they also knew, like, because I don't just talk about that, right? I use the perp method because I want to show my kids and my family and my home and my faith and all these things. You know what I mean? So I would just say consistency and authenticity is it. So.
Hey, I saw in the chat that Amy asked about time management as a homeschool mom.
Oh, okay. Well, this year is unique because I have my kids in a hybrid 2 days a week. So I do have time for them to go over there, but I break my time down in the morning where I have stuff in the house I got to do. I've got work because we do have a business. So I do work on things at the business. I do whatever, I can't think of the word. I'm reading, doing Bible study, and then running errands. So I will probably schedule like a certain amount of time Monday, Wednesday as a bulk time, like 1 to 2 hours there. But Tuesday and Thursday and Friday, we got kids at home and we're doing homeschool stuff. Oh, and then, so I do like touch base. Like that might be like a 15-minute touch base on Tuesday where I'm like, okay, I'm going to just message my customers and I'll go message them real quick and go, hey, did you know about FriendShare? Did you know about the Restore? Did you know, hey, do you want to upgrade your account to an affiliate? Oh, there. Because I'm really trying to work both sides. I really want a customer base and my affiliate base because some people want to do, and I've learned to come in here and not everyone's ambitious like me, so they're not going to do that. And I've learned to just go, okay, well, I want to love on them and thank them And so I'll just thank them for being my customer sometimes. Just, hey, hope you, or I'll do like a check in, like, hey, are you still on your peptides? Because I know some of them aren't renewing their subscription. I'm like, hey, do you want to try a different one? Hey, do you want to upgrade to a bundle? And then at the end of the month, I go, hey, if you upgrade to a bundle, I'm going to offer you a $15 rebate or whatever. So, so that's what I kind of do to get the end of the month stuff. But I'm like, hey, expires. Um, time management. Yeah, and like I didn't have time today to do anything. Like I served at church, we were at church, we got home, and it was like we had to clean the house. So I did send, what did I send out? Oh, I sent the invite for tonight out to people. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not the best structured person, but I will just, when I need what I know I need to get it done, I'll just pop in and get it done. But usually Monday, Wednesday, I'll have more strategic time. And there's some good time management stuff in the guides. There's a lot of higher level people, and they've got really cool ideas, I think. So
Yeah.
Any other questions?
So when's the next event?
it is in March, and oh, I got a call coming in. It's in March in Orlando.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And it's at the Swan. It's gonna be really fun. They've got a really cool Disney night too. So great hotel rates. So get those now.
Yeah.
We'll make sure and send more information out. Who asked that? Who asked when was the next event? We definitely want to make sure all of you guys are aware of that. It's in Orlando, Florida. We already are booking our rooms. We are already getting our tickets, like committing ahead of time, right? Because if you commit now, I know it's not till March, right? But then you're speaking that with strength. And as you're building your team right now, you're letting people know, hey, this is where I'm going. You got to come with me. You're already planning ahead to load those up. So we'll make sure you guys, we'll bump that in the chat. We also have a special chat that's for people that are going to the event only, that we add people into that. We make sure that we're coordinating, everything. We make sure they're like no man left behind. Super fun event, but definitely life changing. Like all of us can say, any of us that have ever been, when you go, you're like, okay, it solidifies belief of what I've got going on here.
Yeah. I think it's part of it. Like you got to be there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other questions? Jana, are you closing us out, or what are you want to wrap up?
Yeah, Devin, if you have anything or anybody else has anything they want to share, please feel free to unmute. No, we have congratulations, Devin and Shelly, for the 100K leadership retreat they're going on in January in Utah. Congratulations, ladies. A big deal. Rubbing
Thank
shoulders with the
you.
big dogs. I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Congratulations to you
Congrats.
guys. Y'all are a rock star team. I love it. We'll definitely, obviously, always go get fed, fueled up, and then bring that stuff back with us. I want to make sure that you guys know about remembering some of the deadlines that we have right now into the end of this month with the friend share. Well,
Yes.
the $100 million or the 10, whatever it is, the 10 million
buyback.
in credits, whatever they've added, right? So you guys know about that. Get the customer back. Does everybody know about that ending like 10/31? And making sure that they're reaching out and doing that. So you can try to get your customers back on board. If you're not familiar with what that is, make sure that you put in the comments below, or who's actively working that. You guys doing the reach outs for your customers and letting them know about that extra credit. And then also the refer a friend. We've got a lot of great stuff. So I know we have a lot of people on tonight, some new faces. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up because I know sometimes things get missed in the chats when you guys aren't fully connected like that, or you're not able to get on all the little team Zooms or all the, corporate events. So just want to kind of plant that bug in your ear about the referral program, the getting your customers that have stopped ordering. There are some incentives to get them to order again. That ends 10/31. Is there anything else that's coming up, Jana, or Devin, anybody that's ending at the end of the month they need to be aware of for some of these people that are on, they don't miss out on that? I think that's the only ones, right, that are ending.
Yeah, the customer buyback credit. And that's
Yeah.
for all people who have not ordered since July 15th, I believe.
Yeah.
So everybody who has not ordered since then.
Yeah. And then there is a boards link in there. Their monthly
Under monthly
focus. You guys don't
focus.
forget about the boards. It has monthly focus. So there's several things in there that you can go see. So as you're like wrapping up here these last several days, and it's like, okay, I really need to have a focused in plan. I just encourage you guys to go out there and look. They obviously always give language and scripts and reach outs, how to close strong, what to focus on. Of course, Ashton has that incentive running with our commitment to get 3 customers and 1 new affiliate in the month. We've got a lot of great things that are going on to help you guys have, focus, what to focus on for income producing activities. And then as a quick reminder, the non-income producing activities, y'all don't forget, we have our Halloween party, our little Halloween Zoom Wednesday night with Ashton and Wes. I put it on the time tree for last weekend. Last week I was so excited and looking forward to it. And it was like, oh wait, that's next week. So that'll be fun. That is this Wednesday. I hope to see everybody on. Yay. Carrie's got her costume. Last year, Carrie was the Grinch. She had her and her dog dressed up. And I remember Jana was a peptide, a DNA strand last year. That was so cute. So look forward to seeing what other things you guys come up with this Wednesday for prizes and fun, right? Where there is no fun, there is no one.
Yeah.
Hey, Shelley, I have a question.
Sure.
So in the back office, and I know it was in one of our meetings, they were saying how to go find the customers that haven't ordered since July. What's the quick and easy way to get to that list?
I run everything from the it's the 3-month customer report that indented genealogy. I think that's the one. I run a lot of stuff from that one. I'd have to pull it up and look for you right now. I don't have it memorized, but that's what I do. And then you can sort there's their customer report. Do you guys have it memorized, or somebody can pull it up? I can pull it up while I'm looking at it, but it's you can sort by last order date. You click on that top field, it'll put it in order for you, but it's under reports. I can find it if somebody else doesn't have their computer in front of them right now handy to tell me exact one. I can't do it while I'm on the Zoom and talking to you guys. Otherwise, I can throw it into the group chat, the exact steps for you guys, how to find that for sure.
I think you can even go under team subscriptions and it'll show everybody and you sort
There's
them.
a few reports, yeah. And then you can sort by that. I like, you can export things out into Excel and sort and see your people real easily too. But Jim, whenever you get offline, if you can't find it, just private message me. I'll look at it and remind you. I'll help you work through it.
Okay, no problem. I'll probably find it. I just was curious if you knew a shortcut.
I just don't have it memorized, but yeah, I just go into my reports in there and pull it up.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Yep. Sorry about that. Customer report. There you go. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's right. They did update this new report. That's right. They updated the new reports too, Jim. They just said in the chat, I totally forgot about that. It shows you the people that have credits too. So that's great. And it'll also show us, it'll keep track of the people that are earning referral credits and stuff as well. But that report will show you exactly who it is. So you don't have to hunt and peck that way. Any other questions, comments? Thank you, Tiffany, for sharing. You did such a great job. We're so proud of you. You're a rock star. I do remember when Jana got her on, and that's such a powerful message in that too, you guys. If y'all don't like read between the lines on some of those things, I'll just kind of point it out. Like Jana's a rock star. She doesn't need me for anything. She totally knows all the things, but what she knows is the power of the system, right? And she knows the power of third party credibility and hearing other people's stories. And she's always just so great. Like she'll get people all the time started. She always introduces them in a group chat to me. Not because I can provide any additional value to these people beyond what she can provide, but she knows that I can share a story, like I can be a third party, edify her, have that deeper connection. Also, different people have different, backgrounds. With Tiffani and her husband owning their own business, relating to them in a different way with the brick and mortar business and sharing my story and just that heart connection. I remember getting on that Zoom with Tiffani and just building that relationship and rapport and relating to her for the stresses and struggles that she went through with her business. And then me, sharing my stresses and struggles as an overhead, business, and just really sharing and showing like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Right. So through other people's story, it builds belief. They really get that power of teamwork. Jana is, again, she could do all this by herself, but what she knows is people attach to team, they attach to camaraderie and connection, and they know that it's not Jana and them against the world. Just like Jenny said earlier, like she's asked me questions and Jana questions and everybody, people questions, whether it's part of her hierarchy per se or not, because we're a team. And Jenny has that confidence knowing like, hey, these people got my back. Like I'm not out here all alone in this world to get chewed up and spit up. Like I know I got some people that I can reach to and say, hey, beyond just her I'm listening hold on, let me mute that real quick. Beyond just her frontline people, if you will, because we are a team and there's strength in numbers. And my philosophy is always better together. All right. So Jana just obviously demonstrate that beautifully, getting Tiffani connected to someone outside of herself, and then just grew from there. And then look, I mean, the rock star that Tiffani is, as well, by really taking ownership, asking questions, right? I love, there was so much power in Tiffani's story, you guys. Y'all heard her talk about how, like, for weeks she's in her making this video and making that video and doing this and doing that. Jana's like, oh my God, just post. Just right? I remember a mentor of mine years ago, he said to me, he said, progression is better than perfection. And it's always stuck with me in so many different aspects of my life, because as long as I'm moving forward, right, I'm making progress by being in action, not sitting waiting and seeing, how can I make this a perfect post? How can I edit this to make this even prettier? How can I move this graphic around or change this font? Or I'm not sure about this color. Oh my gosh, right? The overthinking that can come. It's progression over perfection. And I love that Jana's like, just post it. I also remember how Tiffani wanted to cancel her first event. She didn't want to send out the newsletters. Like there was so much stuff, right? Because fear and belief and, all of this stuff and busy and all of these things that can come into place. And she did it anyway, right? She was so teachable. She was so coachable. Jana's like, just send out the newsletter. We're not canceling it. Jana ended up having an event. Jana got her schedule mixed up, her dates. Jana could have easily said too, you know what? I'm going to have to cancel. I'm not going to be able to be there. Instead, it was like, no, Shelly, can you go? Team, yes, I'm going to be there. I'm going to help you with your event, Tiffani, right? Tiffani did. There's just so much in the power of Tiffani's story. I love it. I could go on and on. It's so great. And look at her now, right? She got into action. She stayed coachable. Jana was a strong leader for her. So you guys, it's like you've got to find that strength. You get your new people started, right? Where's your strength and your message, and your belief and you showing up, leading by example, and just helping people walk through that. And then when you don't feel like you have all that worked out yet, that you have other leaders above you, if you will, that are going to be that strength of conviction and belief behind you. So yes, overthinking is a killer for most people. Oh my gosh. I mean, even Katie, who's over here, is rock star in herself, like, oh my gosh, what do I have to say? Right. That's overthinking. What do I have to say? It's like, no, we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off. We're going to talk. We're going to go live anyway. Right. And then we're going to be progression, right, Katie, over perfection. And it's going to be that consistency, and that's for each and every one of us. But yeah, it's so fun watching you guys go from like overthinking, not hitting the the send button, just hit the button, just go live, right? And then we just get better and better. I love your smile and your energy, Brittany. I'm so glad to see you on here tonight. But that's the thing is you guys got to know too, we're going to be out there with you. If you're just like, I really, really, really want to do it, but I just can't seem to make myself do it. You know what? We're going to go live with you. You just got to reach out and say, hey, you know what? Can you just go live with me? Please just give me that. Be my little, you said better together. You said it. You said we're better together. Go live with me, right? And we're going to totally have your back. And we're going to help be that confidence and that strength and message behind you. We're going to help you with your team members that come on. But first, they started because of you, right? They
Yes.
said yes because of you. They like, know, and trust you. There should be some confidence in that as well, right? We're your backup. We're not your new, first string quarterbacks, right? You are why they said yes. So anyway, I just want to encourage you guys through that. And remember that everybody struggles in the beginning with belief and confidence. This is new for everyone. And we all just, we just keep progressing forward. And then the victory is on the other side. So anyway, I just want to kind of add that. It came to my heart is I just love Tiffany's story so much. I'm always inspired by her and what her and Jana have done together here and created something beautiful.
Well, and I was gonna say this too, just on all that. Yes, like there was never a time I felt like inadequate or dumb about things. Like y'all were just like, no, I can help you. And I think that's unique to who we are because like the A players are in make. Sorry, I'm driving now. But like people want to help you. And we've come from really a hard time where that's not what happened. People are in it for themselves. And I don't see that here. And I love that. So I appreciate y'all. Like y'all are always there and I feel like I can do it and I feel like I can get to that next level where I'm like right now I'm in this belief stage where I'm just like, okay, that next level is going to come. It's going to come, as long as I'm consistent, but I have y'all. So I really like y'all are amazing. And we have an amazing team because I've never seen a team where some of y'all aren't on my team, but we all want to help each other. And I think that's so cool. That is truly synergy. So
Mm-hmm.
Amen, sister. All right, Jana, you want to close us out? Beautiful. I said what I needed to. I'll give you your chance to wrap us up.
Yeah, so congrats everybody for getting on. Drop your best takeaways in the big team chat after we get off. But I went ahead and added everyone's names, okay? Everyone's names to this spinner. So we're going to give away some cash backs. Like, who would love some cash to offer their customers at the end of the period to help them get off the fence? Like Tiffani talked about that, how she will offer her customers some little extra rebates. So you have the friend share, right? New customers get $10 off. Well, maybe perhaps you want to offer $20 off. Maybe you want to offer $50 off, right? So you can create your own unique offer using these cash backs. And I want to challenge you as your budget allows. Figure out at the beginning of the month how much you are going to invest in your business, whether that be through team incentives, whether that be through customer cashbacks. Maybe you want to do a drawing. I know Carrie is really great about doing drawings for her people on a regular basis. So just think about that as you move forward in your business and as you grow. Okay, everybody ready? Drum roll, please. Good job, Shelly. Heather's iPhone. She better still be on. If not, I'm going to draw someone else. I just said Heather's iPhone, so I did Heather's iPhone. Who's Heather's iPhone?
I see Heather's iPhone.
She said, I'm
She's
here.
Yay.
All right, girl. Congratulations. We'll make sure you get some extra dough in your pocket to make sure you offer those customers, get them off the fence, get them started on some product, or perhaps you want to use it towards a launch box. It's up to you, but congratulations. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. We'll make sure you guys get the replay soon, but let's finish this pay period out close and promise yourself that you're going to go big. Don't look at your numbers right now and say, oh, it's too big of a goal. I'm never going to make it. Like, no, we're going to sprint to the finish line, because what we know is that, let's say you do message 100 people between now and the end of the month and nobody says anything. Guess what you just did, friend? You planted a seed for November. What you do today is going to pay you a lot in November and a lot in December. So let's get to work these last few days. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.